Hi guys, it's me Danielle, Danibuttons, and I am back today with part 2 of my Christmas haul, what I got for Christmas. Some disclaimers. I ripped off all the gems on my nails and haven't gotten to change them yet, so hopefully that's not too distracting. And number 2, one of the things I recently acquired was from my fabulous cousin, and she has just started to get into jewelry making, and I told her I was going to wear everything she made me all at once in a video. Because I was like, I need my hands to be beautiful because that's what everyone sees. So she made me a few rings and then a bracelet. So normally I probably will not wear them all at once, but for now, look at how fancy I am. I think this one she actually gave me on Christmas Day. Also, it's purple. I don't know why it's looking super black, but it is purple. And then I think this one is my new favorite though, because I don't really have any gold jewelry. So we'll see. I really also kind of like all these together. I don't know if I look foolish. This is a really long introduction. Did you say that my cousin is super talented already? Like she just started making jewelry and it's super cool. Like this is a little midi ring. Super, super cool. So also, I don't know if you heard Noodle's lament in the background. But, so thank you, Alyssa, for that. Yeah, we were just sitting there, and she made the ring, and then she's like, okay, I made this too. And I was like, what? And then my other cousin, her sister, was like, oh, wow, I really like that one. She's like, oh. And then all of a sudden, she made her one too. So, we all match, and we're fancy now. So, I'm going to show you a bunch of random stuff in random order. These are things I got from, I think, all family. I think so. So it's just kind of piled, and you'll see why at the end. So I'm just kind of grabbing and showing, and Miss Noodles wants to go outside. Mr. Sam?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be able to take her in a moment? Or should I pause? He's fiddling with his computer, so I'm going to get into it. Noodles, you want a treat while you wait? Come here. Oh, I keep forgetting that you don't like when I scream that out, because then other dogs everywhere want treats too. Here's some treats. Cool. So, thing number 1, I'm going to show you. Samuel has gotten me 4 new stickles. We also did an advent that he made for me. That was just small daily gifts instead of doing a stocking this year. And these were 4 of the days. So he picked out copper, waterfall, orange slice, and holly. These are a lot of fun, and I need to start using my stickles in my pages. I now have a pretty good collection. I think the copper is my favorite. It is really bold. The holly is obviously super Christmassy. And then these are just really good to fill in spots of my collection that were previously unfilled. Next up, or kind of a theme of things, this is my first pan pastel. I put this on my wish list before I knew about the Jane Davenport ones, and then I decided to keep it on there because I've heard a lot of really good things about this brand, and I figured blue was a great place to start because I would probably use it for background or even possibly background and water, who knows. So I have my very first pan pastel, and it is very large. I don't know how deep it is, but I'm impressed by the size of it and excited to give that a shot. And speaking of the Jane Davenport, I also happened to get the 3rd Jane Davenport palette. So she has 3 solids and 1 that's like a metallic thing. I don't know how you describe it, but this is the 3rd solids that I didn't have. This one is called Lit Up, and it is like the oranges and pinks and browns, and I'm very excited to finish this collection. I love these a lot, and I've used them quite often, and I want to continue. This is like my go-to background thing now. So I guess for consistency, this pan pastel is from my mother-in-law, and this is from my aunt, and there goes Noodles again. Are almost done. Ooh, is it just magnetic?
Yeah.
Wow, Sam, I got him for Christmas a case for his new computer. He built it from scratch, so he bought all the parts, and I bought the case. So I was the queen of the computer because he couldn't have the rest of it until he had the case. So it's a really fancy one, and it lights up, and apparently has a magnetic door. So there's that. But finally, to go along with those items, I got from my mother-in-law these finger sponges. So these are just dabbers for applying inks or pastels, and you can just put your little finger in there, kind of rub it around. I have not tried these before, but I'm excited to. And obviously there's a whole bunch in here, so it should be nice to be able to just like use one for each color and keep them in here after that. Obviously this won't be the best for details, but this will be better for large areas, and then I can combine them with the baton ones I already have and use those for details, and it should work out great. I'm excited to try these too. I really need to get to doing some fancier pages so that I need to use these types of things, because like color by number, I don't need pastels, but I'm excited to have that. Then, sorry, I'm bending down low next to me to try to get what's next. Ooh, I bought this for myself. All right, so I have to admit some things. I bought this for myself, and I think I have a few more orders coming in. So I'm filming this the 29th. You're seeing it hopefully the 30th. So officially, my low buy year didn't start yet, right? I don't know. I was bad, and I'm a little sad about it, but it's okay. I bought these again, the 120 double-ended fiber tip pens by Statler. This is essentially my third set, and to be honest, they're having the same problem. So, here's an example of the leaking that's going on with these, but I think I'm just going to keep them because I gave my smaller set to my mother-in-law in hopes she will start coloring also. So I wanted to get this big boy. I like using these in my Disney color by number, and since one of my goals for next year is to do 50 of those, I figure I need them. Plus, the price of these is pretty unbeatable compared to others that I've seen. Obviously, I haven't seen everything, so maybe you guys know better options, but the leaking, I just have to be careful and kind of like open the pen, not over the page, and it should be fine. So that is that. Then next up is another supply. My aunt also got me the Take Note erasable highlighters. These I mostly use for my bullet journaling. I really like them. There's an example. So you can like highlight a whole area and then go back with the other side and make designs in it. And there's a bunch of cool methods you could do, and I do really love it for my bullet journaling. But again, sometimes it's nice in coloring because if you go outside of the lines, you can kind of erase your mistakes. So this set has 14 different colors. A lot of them are very similar. You can see there's 3 purples and 3 blues, but that's okay. I really like those colors, and I'm happy to have this set. It also has a permanent marker in here, which I've heard really good things about these Take Note permanent markers. So I guess if we try that and like it, we can wish list those too. But there is that item. Hopefully that wasn't too crinkly. Then from my aunt, she got me the party patterns from Belba Family. I'm super excited to have this book. This was actually one of the ones I was going to buy myself after my birthday, like my 100-day no-buy ended, but she had already purchased it. She was really on top of her game. So this is a square book that obviously you're not going to really be able to see if I flip through it, but this one does have a table of contents, and it is all holiday themed patterns, and there's some examples on the back. So I'm excited to do this because I just really love the square books. I like doing the dot method a lot. I actually haven't tried to just color, so I might try that one day. It might be good for a page like that where there seems to only be the 2 colors. Maybe that'd be a good one to test it out on. But I love seasonal things, and this has seasonal things for all year round. So I am excited for this. And sneak peek, my January haul. I bought Belba Family. They were the reason for my downfall. Speaking of downfall, I'm dropping things. Okay, hopefully that's good. And then finally, from my aunt, she bought me the 2-pack of Arteza sketchbooks. So if you've seen, I'm sorry for this terrible glare, but we might just have to deal with that a little bit. I am intending on using these as my next glue book. If you saw in my Avid, I mentioned it, and I just did a whole video on my glue booking. I use a book this size, a 9x12, and I really like that it is spiral bound because it's just easy for me to open it and flip it wherever I need. This paper is a little bit thinner than the one I'm currently using, but since I don't intend on doing art in it and just intend on actually taping and gluing onto it, I think it should be perfectly fine, and I'm excited to have it. Fortunately, they did get a little bit bent up, but again, I'm just gluing right over it, so it should be perfect. I don't know if I like, this isn't a, I don't know if I like the red binding, because I don't like the color red. There, I said it. So, but I'm excited to have these, and now these are like on 200 sheets, so I should be good for a long time. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do something different with the second one, or just hopefully 200 more pages of glue booking. And let's see what else we got. I have 2 coloring books from Samuel. Number 1 is Disney, Mickey, and Friends. I think I mentioned that we made a purchase together because he didn't want to pay shipping. And I was like, that's completely reasonable. Shipping is ridiculous. So I bought some books for myself, and he bought some to add in for Christmas. And this was one of them. This is Mickey and Friends. And it's super, super cute. It's very bold. And it's just the classic characters in different poses, things like that. I really love this style with like their heads, and I'm excited to do this. Some of the old characters I don't quite know, like these are Mickey's nephews, but I don't really remember what cartoons they're from. And who's the other guy that I have no idea who it is? Let's see if I can find him through the viewfinder. Oh, this guy, the commissioner. It's in French, so maybe, I don't know, but I like that. Goofy's name is Dingo in French. It makes me giggle every time. So he got that one. And secondly, he picked Dogs and Puppies, possibly. I don't know if that's what that says, but I'm assuming it is because this is a whole book of dogs and puppies. So flipping through the answers. Look away if you don't like to see the answers. But here's some examples. My boy Dingo. Dingo and Max, super cute. I really think this is adorable. It's a lot of fun pages in here. They also have cats and kittens, which I did not purchase. I am not a cat or kitten person, but I'm happy to have all my Dingo pages. Like, that was really all I needed. Dante, there's some Lady and the Tramp, of course. Lady, Oliver and Company, Little Brother from Mulan. Bruno, calm down. That's Bruno from Cinderella. What's his name in French? Pataud? Sure. Super cute. Lots of 101 Dalmatians. Plutes. So I'm excited to do some pages in here. Another Dante. Good times. Baby Pluto. Oh. So another 100 pages in there. Hopefully I will be doing some in here for my 58 color by number. And the final thing, this part was much quicker, which good. Again, I don't need all of these things. Another reason why I'm going to try to rein myself in next year, even though I've, again, already admitted to being bad and having more orders on its way. The final thing is not even exactly coloring related either. This is the We Are Memory Keepers Crafters backpack, and it's technically a scrapbooking backpack, but like it says, crafters, you can kind of use it for a bunch of different crafts, and that's what I plan on using it for. I don't know how to even show you, because this is possibly as far out as I can zoom, but basically it is big enough to fit 12 by 12 scrapbooking supplies, which is the median I use for scrapbooking, and then it has a whole bunch of fun extra pockets to fit extra things. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get this in. Hold on. So it has the really deep 12 by 12 pocket, and it has 2 different little flappy doos. Uh-oh, I'm tapping you. And then what's fun, in the back, it actually has a divider. So if you want to hold shorter things, you can have one on top, or you can unzip this and have another full compartment. And then with the on top, you can also have a second area in the back. So this is like an entrance to that main compartment. So again, you could either have it full 12 by 12 or 2 like this big sections, if that makes any sense. So I'm excited, and I think that'll be good to hold different supplies in the 2 tiers. The smaller stuff like pencil cases, etc. I think this can go over another type of bag if you have it. I'm not really sure. Oh my goodness, I can show you that in a second. I'm gonna have to see if a phone will fit in here, but I don't think a water would, so I'm not really sure what you're gonna want to put in there. And then it has like this really long side pocket that's impossible to show you. There's a zipper pocket on the like lid. There are 2 smaller pockets here. This whole thing flips up and is a pocket. This flips up, has a pocket here, and has a big old zipper here that has 2 slips. So I'm just very excited, and I'm hoping to keep this filled in case I ever get to do crafts on the fly, which at this point basically means with my cousin, or it could also mean right now if I have to go to my other cousin's house while the painting is happening in January. I'm gonna fill this up and have a great time bringing this. Yeah, I think this is gonna fit a whole ton of craft supplies and will be like just the perfect amount for me to carry. I have like a like a rolly scrapbooking container, but for short trips, like just going to my cousin's house, it's so heavy. So it's hard for me to just like get in and out of the car and up and down the stairs at my cousin's. So I feel like being able to carry this on my back will be definitely helpful. And again, you just carry this much. So even if it gets heavy, like paper is so heavy, but it should be great. I hope that made any sense. Let me know if you somehow want more in-depth information on this. I'm not really sure what my January plan is if I am out of office, as I would like to say, for like a week or 2. I'll possibly be able to show you what I'm putting in this to travel to my cousin's. Again, she lives 2 miles away, and we're like potted with her. But let me show you the last thing, since we're here. The big gift from my papa. He actually got me the new, let me clear my notifications, the new iPhone. So this is a 12 Pro. Wow. You would think I'd be filming on it, but I'm actually kind of afraid. I got a pop socket too. That reminds me of, are you moving? No. Did anyone have like fairy wands when it was basically just like a stick of plastic full of glitter and we would pretend they were fairy wands? And let's see, where's Miss Noodles? That's Miss Noodles eating off of the stirrer things, mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving. So this bad boy, it is an upgrade because right now I am filming on my iPhone 8 and this is the 12 Pro. But unfortunately, right now, this second, I'm a little bit too afraid to use this for filming because I would have to pop it out of the case to do so. So I'm sure in a week or 2 or maybe a month, I'll get used to having this and have dropped it a few times and realize it's sturdy, and then I will be able to start using this to film. So otherwise, I'm pretty sure it can actually take pictures of glitter though. And if that's the case, my mind is blown and I'm super, super happy about that. So there we go. That is part 2. I feel like that wasn't too ridiculous. Obviously, the phone's a little ridiculous, but my dad's an extra fella, so we go all out for Christmas. That's just our style. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I feel like I'm lower energy right now, but I don't know why. It's just nighttime, so I apologize for that. Thank you again to my cousin for making me all my beautiful jewelry. I'm sure you'll see at least one piece in all of my upcoming videos, possibly not all 5 at once, but there's that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous New Year's Eve and New Year's, and then let's all keep our fingers crossed that 2021 is a year for the world healing and that it's a better year for all of us. And again, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'm a fun time. I have lots of fun plans for 2021. And that's it. Like this video, comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.